told your friend you're not okay.
No one was truly prepared for what happened that night. The Instagram platform, usually bustling with posts from artists, celebrities, and major brand accounts, suddenly changed its atmosphere when Kim Taehyung, or V of BTS, appeared and dominated everyone's timelines. Without warning, without a teaser, without the usual small note that signals a content release, Taehyung did something he rarely does: upload 9 photos at once. And from that moment on, the world was in an uproar. It was as if the world paused for a moment to pay attention to what he was trying to convey. The photos seemed like casual portraits at first glance. But ARMYs know that nothing about Taehyung is ever truly casual. He is a visual thinker, paying attention to even the smallest aesthetic elements, and always leaving symbolic messages in every post. And it turns out, those 9 photos were no exception. In fact, the longer you look, the more you realize that these posts were anything but random or spontaneous. In one photo, Taehyung is seen standing in front of a marble wall, dimly lit, giving it a mysterious feel. His pose is relaxed, his face natural, but there's an aura that's hard to describe, calm yet charismatic, gentle yet in control. It's the type of photo that could spark a discussion for days just by the angle of his face or the expression in his eyes. In another photo, Taehyung is seen with 2 friends, standing in front of a room with modern, gold-colored interiors. They're laughing, their faces are bright, and the moment feels so natural, as if they were enjoying a long evening together. The combination of their stylish outfits and the room's ambience makes the photo look like a still from a high-quality indie film. Then, there's a photo featuring a photo booth strip, a series of black and white images showcasing the various expressions of Taehyung and his friends. There are humorous shots, candid shots, and some featuring Taehyung in his signature black and white artistic poses. ARMYs immediately notice the consistency in tone and style, and are even more convinced that this post isn't just a whim. In another post, Taehyung stands near a shelf full of his collector's items, with the interior lighting adding a warm feel. Even the clothes he wore, a blue shirt, a purple sweater, a dark cardigan, and a tie, became a hot topic because they looked so neat and well thought out, as if he were on an editorial shoot for a high-fashion brand. And at the end of the post, there were several black and white photos that left many fans breathless. The close-up of his face, the pose with his hand covering his face, the deliberately asymmetrical angle, and even the shadow cast behind his body. It all looked like part of a professional photo shoot, not just a personal photo. What made everything even bigger than expected was the pattern of the posts, 9 photos in a row. This pattern was no small matter to ARMY. Many immediately connected them to album concepts, pre-release teasers, and even certain symbolism of the artist. Nothing Taehyung does is without a reason, and the fandom knows that better than anyone. It didn't take long for speculation to emerge. On Twitter, Weverse, TikTok, and Instagram, ARMY communities were busy guessing what the 9 photos meant. Some fans even analyzed the composition of the photos like they were analyzing a museum exhibit. Some have highlighted the dominant purple tone in Taehyung's outfit, which could be a direct reference to his unit identity with BTS. Others have noticed the presence of small elements like mirror reflections, geometric lines, and even the way he stares at the camera, which seem to hold a hidden message. Then another theory emerged: is Taehyung collaborating with Celine again? Several photos show the brand's signature elements, including a photo booth strip with the word Celine, which immediately led fans to speculate about a potential new collaboration or upcoming visual campaign. This theory is further strengthened by Taehyung's reputation as a powerful face in the global fashion world, with a unique style that the industry is always eagerly awaiting. But that's not all. ARMYs are also starting to wonder, is HYBE cooking something up? Why does this post feel so neat? Why hasn't HYBE released any statement? And why does Taehyung look like he's putting together a visual puzzle? As HYBE remains silent, the fandom is increasingly convinced that something is going on behind the scenes. The silence of HYBE, which is usually quite quick to respond to rumors, was actually seen as a sign that a big project was in the works. The narrative grew stronger when several Korean media analysts noted that artists of Taehyung's caliber often drop subtle hints before releasing something, whether it's a new photo shoot, a global brand campaign, or even a personal visual project. Interestingly, however, every time Taehyung releases a photo with a highly artistic feel, the public always feels the same thing. There's depth, there's a story, there's a deliberately created atmosphere. And these 9 photos are a combination of all of that. Ultimately, these 9 photos didn't just go viral, they became a phenomenon. ARMYs talked about them for hours, and the discussion showed no signs of abating anytime soon. Every photo had a story, every angle had its own interpretation, and every detail became a topic of global discussion. Taehyung's magic has always been in his ability to make people pause and pay attention. In a single post, he can create a new atmosphere, shake up the fandom, and even bring a company like HYBE into the spotlight. These photos are proof that an artist's appeal lies not only in their work, but also in the way they construct a visual world that leaves fans wanting to continue theorizing and searching for meaning. To this day, no one knows the true meaning of these 9 photos. Are they simply documentation of a fun day with friends? Are they part of a veiled teaser? Or is Taehyung testing his fandom's visual sensibilities? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain: Taehyung never fails to create historic moments with just a single post. And these 9 photos are now solid proof that his visual charisma is unmatched, even without a single word.